Welcome back to the Racing Post Football Postcast. Sunday's game, Southampton versus Newcastle, 4 p.m. kick-off. We've got Ian Griffin on the line from our friends at Paddy Power. And Ian, give us your thoughts, but more importantly, the show. What are the prices?
The show, so 4-5 Southampton, which looks very short. Newcastle 7-2 and 13-5 to draw. Probably Shane Long's probably the worst striker in the Premier League. He just doesn't score goals. Someone made a case from the office today, but he said he runs around. Imagine being in it. That's his only positive. He runs around. Gabbiadini hasn't really been on the form since he first came. It's hard to see who's going to get the goal for Southampton. So you can't even pick a team. Probably the draw 13-5 or even the 0-0 draw 17-2. Probably if you're looking for a bigger price.
Yeah, I'm sure Southampton fans will feel a little bit shortchanged so far this season. There's not a lot of goals about.
No, I think if anything, they seem to be going backwards this season. He doesn't seem to trust his better strikers really, Charlie Austin and Gabbiadini, who are far better technically than Shane Long. I think he seems to be picking Shane Long as part of the overall team structure to start the pressing from the front. I think, but I mean, you've got to surely look at it and think, we need to score some goals here. I mean, 5 goals they've scored this season. 3 of them were against West Ham. I think went down to 10 men in that game. So. They're really don't seem to be making any progress. And Newcastle, as we've seen against Liverpool, can be a tough side to beat. I mean, Liverpool went into that game, did all they could, but I think they got more frustrated as the game went on. And part of that, you have to credit Newcastle. But Benitez has got them very well organised, maybe more suited. I mean, they played that like the away side really against Liverpool, and they might pick up some good results on the road because of their structure and a little bit of pace on the break when Dwight Gale was involved as well. So they've conceded just 6 goals this season, Newcastle, just to emphasise that point. I don't see them getting beat here, and Newcastle will the draw double chance, shade of odds on, looks a bet to me.
Mark, you surprised that Southampton are odds on?
I'm not surprised because, I mean, Newcastle are still a newly promoted club, and Southampton, I think it's maybe taken a while. They had a good reputation even when they weren't getting results last season as doing very well on sort of key performance indicators like your shots on target, shots, possession. They were often unlucky in matches, and they started off this season in similar vein against Swansea when they couldn't score, did everything but they've actually got worse. And even when they won at like Crystal Palace, it didn't sort of strike me as being any kind of different. I mean, the fans were unhappy with Puel's negative football. Yeah. I mean, obviously Pellegrino and Benitez go way back. So, I mean, this is a sort of master v the apprentice in some respects for this game. So I think it's going to be very tactical, quite cagey. I liked Ian Shoutry for no goal scorer. Southampton failed to score in 9 of their last 10 home matches, either side of the summer break, which is just ridiculous, really. Even if you have got Shane Long up front, I mean, you should be able to do better than that. And if Newcastle set up to frustrate, I wonder how long before the fans begin to get edgy there, and rightly so, because nobody wants to have a season ticket and just never see your team even score goals. So I think what Southampton do well is they've got quite a nice shape to them. They're quite well set up tactically, but they're not doing enough to win matches. I think Newcastle are capable of frustrating them. No goal scorer. It is a runner. I mean, it nearly copped in that Brighton away game. It was only a debatable goal there. I mean, I'd probably play it a little bit safer and go for the draw. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was low scoring, and that does bring the draw very much into play.
You guys are not filling me with excitement for this one.
No,
this Sunday afternoon ball fest.
It's one of those ones where if you can pretend to some of the family members it's a big game, but you don't mind missing it, and get some credit in the bank for maybe what's to come over the rest of the season.
Mark Langdon, life skills there. Take note.